A big thing to understand about weight loss is for the body to let go of stored fat, which is what we want to do when we're looking to lose weight. We're not looking to lose body mass, we're just looking to get rid of the stored fat. And for the body to let go of stored fat, it needs to feel good about what's going on. When the body is stressed out, it will hold on to stored body fat like money in the bank. That stored body fat is future fuel that it can use in an emergency. So when the body's not feeling good about what's going on, it'll not only hold on to stored fat, but it'll store even more things as fat to use as a future fuel source for this emergency that it feels like it's going through when it's dealing with a stressed situation. Or maybe the steps that you're taking to try to lose weight are stressing the body out. So we need to keep that in mind when we're going to try to use intermittent fasting to our benefit. Now, one of the biggest things to remember about fasting is that while you're in your fasting window, your body needs a backup fuel source. The number one biggest mistake that I see people make, and these people should not be using intermittent fasting, is if you're eating too many high carbohydrate foods, especially processed junk carbohydrate foods, especially the night before you're going to do your intermittent fasting. Because here's what happens. When you eat those high carbohydrate foods, you're really going to spike blood sugar. And when you spike blood sugar, insulin levels are going to go a lot higher. Now, the blood sugar will come down pretty quickly, but insulin can take a lot longer to come down. And as long as insulin levels are too high, the body cannot access stored fat for fuel. The insulin tells the body, hey, you have glucose here, use that as fuel, which means it doesn't have a fuel source once you burn up that glucose, and now the body's going to be a little bit stressed about that. Remember, we want the body to feel good about what's going on if it's going to let go of stored fat. The second scenario where intermittent fasting may not be beneficial for you is if you don't have enough minerals in the system. And when there's not enough minerals in the system, there's not a buffering system available for when blood sugar goes too low. So when blood sugar goes low, as long as there's enough minerals in the system, that'll buffer that low blood sugar and the body can function the way it wants to function and it feels pretty good about it. But when there's not enough minerals in the system, then that buffering system is gone, and when blood sugar starts to dip, the body will stress out a little bit and it will raise stress hormones to help the body continue to function the way that it wants to function. And these stress hormones can cause a lot of problems. Stress hormones like estrogen can thicken up our bile so that our bile won't flow correctly. And when bile isn't flowing correctly, not only can you not digest your food and access all the nutrients in the food that you're eating, but your body can't detox the way that it's supposed to detox. Guess what it does with a lot of those toxins? It shoves them into a fat cell to keep those toxins inert. But now these fat cells are expanding, now your pants don't fit.